Good evening everybody. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Ego customizer that I was kindly sent from Callum at Healthy Vape. It's a rebuildable atomizer. Now this will be my first rebuildable atomizer, so I'm not going to be actually rebuilding this. I'm just gonna take a look at it and use it out of the box. It comes with a coil and a wick already in place. He did send me some spare wick and coil, but like I say, I'm not gonna have a go at rebuilding any tonight, but we are going to have a closer look and see how we put it together, and then obviously see how it vapes. Okay, so let's go and have a little bit of a closer look. Okay, so here we have the Ego customizer broken down into pieces. This bottom part here is just basically like a cover, so I'll just put that off to the side for the moment because we don't need that. Now, the main part is obviously the wick and the coil. Now, I'm new to rebuildable, so I'm going to be rubbish with names, but you can probably see from that it is wet. I've just made sure it fires and everything, so I put a bit of liquid on before doing the video. Okay, so to put it together, you have this next piece here, which has the spiky end, which is for piercing the tank which holds the juice. And basically, you just have to try and get it. There's a little hole on the inside, and what I try to do is get this coil, and I just try to make a bit of a pointy bit and actually get a little bit of that into the hole. Can be a little bit tricky, and then just put the two together and start to make a connection. Now you'll see there's a little rubber there, to help seal it off when you screw it together. So just screw it in, and it all comes nice and tight. So that's your main body piece put together, and then you have like another comb section which will screw onto the top of here, and again it's got another little rubber O-ring to create a nice seal. And then your tank, which is like what you get with your Ego styles. It's a little bit bigger, of a mouthpiece. It actually holds roughly about the same, and then that just goes in, and that's basically fully assembled. Your air holes on this as well is, I don't know if you're able to pick it up, but it's just here. You might be able to pick it up there on camera. Okay, so obviously these are designed to go on your Ego batteries, and your cone will just go on, and then you just screw in, and that's it on an Ego battery. Now mine is a little bit bent. Don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on the camera, but it's really off centre. May just be this one. If any of you guys have got one of these, maybe you can tell me if you've got the same issue where it's really off centre. But you should be able to hear it firing up there. Let's give it a go. So it's working, and obviously, you can take this off the actual Ego battery, and let's put it on a Pravari as well. And you'll probably be able to see as well, it's fairly off centre on that. really off centre. Don't even know if it's firing. It's not even firing on the Preveri at the moment. I wonder why that is. No, it's saying it's got a short on the atomizer. Let's take this bottom bit off. Maybe it's with that touching. Put that back on. Nope, still not firing. What I'll do, I'll have a fiddle with that and get it going, because I have had it going on the Preveri. So I'll have a look at that and we'll go back to the close-up and see how it vapes. Okay, so I've actually got it working on the Preveri now. It wasn't actually a short. If I over tighten this onto here, it won't work. I'll just show you. It then cuts off if I go down too much. If I actually back it off a little bit, it's working. So possibly because the pin's off at an angle, it's touching, and that's the way it's shorting out. Not good, as you can see the bend there, so maybe it's something to do with it being offset. But if I back it off a bit, it works. Okay, so that's a closer look at the Ego customizer and obviously how you have to put it together. Fairly straightforward, apart from the issue, especially on the Preveri, where if I screw it down too much, it seems to give me a short error message on the Preveri. I've got a feeling though, like I said, it's down to it being, you know, bent, and it's touching the side of the connection, you know, wrong, and it's confusing the mod. But if I do back it off a little bit, it's okay. So let's see how it vapes. The juice I'm using in here is one that I use a lot, which I like to do because I know what it's meant to taste like. And to be honest, it's not bad. A bad flavour that I'm getting from this one. I usually find with these type of tanks I lose a lot of flavour, but with this one I'm getting a lot of flavour from it, and a nice cooling sensation. It's obviously menthol, which is HS menthol sensation in here, and it's quite enjoyable in this setup. Now, I've had no wicking issues, which I thought I may have done trying to get that wick through the little hole. I don't even know if that's what you're meant to do. Like I said, there was no instructions with it, but it seems to be wicking, and I've not had any burnt hits or anything. It does suck the juice though, I can definitely say that. Now I'm running this at 4 volts and it's a 1.8 ohm coil when I tested it on this. I'd like to see what happens if I take it up to 4.2. See if I get any issues then. If you can hear scratching, it's the cat. Still seems to be wicking, and an even stronger throat tip. So, for my first rebuildable, obviously I haven't rebuilt it, I've just used it as it's come, which is something I like to do. I like something to work out of the box, and this is working so far. Quite impressed, apart from it being bent, you know, which isn't good. You know, I would obviously like it to be straight. I wouldn't like to be seen using that, you know, with it being bent, but I can obviously definitely use it in the house. So far, so good. So I'll continue using this anyway, and I'll give you an update back in the studio, because I'll have been using it for a little while longer after recording this. Okay, I'll see you back in the studio.